Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're setting up the cold frame. The sun is getting higher and the days are getting longer, so I think spring is going to be here soon. And that means the daffodils are popping up and even the hyacinths. So with these warmer days, we should be able to start growing some things. Now the nights are still frosty, so that's why I built this cold frame here. I actually built the cold frame before I even started building the pond. The pond actually got designed right around the cold frame, so the cold frame didn't have to move. Now it is overgrown with the vines from the garden right now. There's actually a lettuce right there. But I'm gonna get all these vines cleaned out of here and get some fresh compost put in there. And with it being on the ground and a wooden frame around it, once I put the plastic lid over this, it should keep it from freezing at night. During this time of year, I should be able to easily grow some radishes, some lettuce, some bunching onions, even some carrots in here. So I'm gonna get this cleaned out, try and enjoy the day today. I have the chickens and the ducks all out. And of course, Echo Pup's enjoying the beach. Now I do believe I have some fixing to do on the cold frame lid. I think it broke in the wind last year, but hopefully by the end of the video, we should have some seeds sown in the cold frame. Hey Snowball, hey Dalmatian. Coming down to say hi to Dizzy? That's nice of you. Yeah, my lid is stored over here in the shed. It still has the hinges on it and the plastic, but I think the corners aren't connected anymore, so we gotta fix it. Let's get it out there. Puppy, you found your ball. Good boy. I gotta see what I have to fix this, but I'm gonna get started on cleaning out the cold frame. Yep, Pup, we got it all cleaned out, and I think I'm gonna leave that lettuce plant and see what it does once I get a lid on it and it gets some warmth. You need a drink, Pup? Yeah, go ahead. It's your pond, buddy. Whoa, easy, that's a lid, bud. Don't step there. Yeah, there's a hole there. It's where the water comes up. But now I'm gonna get a fresh layer of soil in there, something that I can sow seeds into. And I'll throw this in the compost. I don't think the chickens are supposed to eat this periwinkle vine. Doesn't look like much, but right here I have some mushroom compost left over from last year. I'm gonna scoop up a bucket's worth so I can top dress the cold frame before we lose it all underneath the wood chips that we're spreading. It's been aged out here in the weather for a full year, so it's definitely ready to go. Pop. Now that the cold frame is all reset, we need to take care of the lid. I like to use things that I already have available to do my build, so this is made out of furring strips and a scrap piece of 6mm plastic, and some pretty big door hinges on the top. I do have some braces on these already, but these little corner pieces aren't holding anymore. Pop, you gonna help? You coming over to help? Watch out, bud. You keep an eye on the birds out there, buddy. What's she doing in the garden? Oh, she was zooming. I almost didn't catch up to her. All right, back to work. It done worked. Okay, I believe the cold frame's ready for seeds now. We got the lid all fixed up and reattached to the frame. I also got the plastic re-stapled all the way around. In the last few years that I've had this, I haven't had any type of latch on it. I originally tried one of those heat sensitive pistons that opens up whenever it warms up in the day, and it ended up getting too hot and completely melting down. So instead of stacking rocks on the lid like I usually do to hold it down, I decided this year to make a latch. So I just attached a chain here with a screw and a washer. It hangs down to an eyelet, and then on the other side of an eyelet, I just bent a square nail in a U form just to keep it from pulling up through. I don't need anything fancy, just something that works. Oh, pup, I thought you were going to be at the beach. You're on the ramp waiting to play ball, huh? The geyser's going off. What are we playing today? Golf ball? I think what we're going to do in the cold frame is exactly what I said. We're going to do some radishes for some early food, some bunching onions for breakfast, and some lettuce greens for the birds. And if I have some carrot seeds, I'll use those too. Alright, so most of what we're going to be sowing here is going to be on the surface. I don't want to bury these too deep. We have some carrot little finger, some Parisian carrots that stay real small. I have 3 different kinds of radishes going in here, and then an assortment of greens. We have some Salad Sensation spinach, iceberg lettuce, black seeded Simpson lettuce, super red romaine, but I think that one's almost empty or completely empty. The tango leaf lettuce, large leaf sorrel, and then I have some sugar snap peas I'm going to put on the side. I'm going to do the greens in front because they stay short, and then the carrot greens like to get a little bit taller just like the radish greens, so they'll go in the back. I didn't grab any onion yet. I'll have to try and find onions still. Alright, so I went around very generously with the lettuce seeds. You can kind of see it better here with the white seed. I wanted to plant it very dense, and then I'll just come through and cut the tops off and let it keep growing. I'm not going to be harvesting a full plant. The pea seeds are a little bit different. They are larger, so I just press those down just a little bit into the soil. They grow as a vine, so I put them around the outside, and they'll be able to grow through all the other plants. I only had a few spinach seeds, so I just threw those right behind the lettuce. And behind that, I put in all the radish seeds. You don't have to go too deep with those either. I'm just going to pat those down with my hand and then water them in. And in the other corner, we have all the carrot seeds, but you don't want to bury those too deep either. A lot of these seeds are really small, so just watering them in with a watering can is going to settle them into the soil enough for them to germinate. So let me get my watering can and fill it up from the pond. Excuse me, goldfish, didn't mean to scare you. And we'll get all these seeds settled in. Now we just close it up for the night. All right, the sun is setting and it's almost time to close up the barn. I'll keep you updated on the cold frame and we'll see when things start to germinate, but that's going to be all for this one. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to keep watching, make sure to subscribe down below, and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.